Hello, hello everyone. So welcome to today's workshop. Today's topic is security operation and compliance simplified. Well, first of all, it is a clumsy, complex, troublesome process anyway. But with our tools and some suggestions, hopefully can help you guys to have a more simple, automated process, at least part of it. Yeah. So let's get started. So today we'll talk about some current challenge on cybersecurity and operations, and we'll suggest a few tools and solutions that can cover part of it or most of it. And also we'll introduce a compliance related web and data protection solutions. Yeah. So the last is some Q&A and some suggestions from you guys, and we can discuss a little bit. Let me see. Okay, yeah, good. So challenges. I think cyber threats now. Number one is phishing. Number two is ransomware. Number three is malware. Well, I think in short is the first two is the most troublesome, most headache problem. For phishing is having here all the time, very difficult to remove. Involve lots of human factors because it's talk about social engineering all the time. Of course, we have solutions to help, but at the end of the day, we still need a user to think before click any links or submit any credentials, but which is the hardest part, I would say. And for ransomware, because it is so profitable, and so the cyber criminal do invest a lot of money. And if you see some common reports on 2024, we do see the growth of trend, still have a growth of ransomware, which is in terms of number of attacks and the revenue for the cyber criminal. You may question why there's less coverage in the media or even social media, because cyber criminal nowadays is more focused on corporates and organizations. If the organization or corporate is not regulated by some of the compliance or regulations, they may not necessarily to disclose they're already paying a few Bitcoin to the cyber criminal after a ransom, right? So you don't know. Even they have to disclose that they having ransom or what kind of data is infected, impacted. Like for example, they have some personal data is infected. They have to follow the regulations. So your data may be impacted, but they just put a small article on their website and done. They will not push to the media and then everyone know it. No. So if you read some cybersecurity related annual report, you will see the number of ransomware is still going up, and it just changing from A campaign to B campaign, from North Korea to China and back to Russia. But you never know who they're doing it, because they may a United Nations of hackers employed by the cyber criminals. So anyway, phishing and ransomware still everywhere, still hacking everyone. So we have to find some better solution anyway. And then nowadays, because we have more and more devices and having more SaaS solutions, public cloud, private cloud, containers, Kubernetes, all sorts of stuff. So it makes the cybersecurity management more complex. Not just okay, we just think about the Windows, and that's all. No, but we even Microsoft using Linux, right? You know, all the uh, online exchange server backend is Linux, not Windows. So it's a mix of different operating system, different distribution, and now also we have ARM CPU. The OS a little bit different, right? The 225 Windows Server just released, and they have ARM version also. So the software can run on that, can be different, and the behavior and the underlying code is different. So it's also a challenge for some anti-malware and the analysis for those malware anyway. So that's why, and also that the attack is not just simply target on your data or just encrypt and you add ransom. Now they also start to attack on the critical infrastructure, water, power, transport, utilities, whatever. Governments do see there's a threat to the human life, threats from the cyber attack. So they do see the necessary to push those to enhance the cybersecurity. So how to achieve that to them is the basic thing is to push the compliance. For example, asking you to do to certify with the ISO 27001 and others regulation. That creates lots of workload. Yeah, because if you're not doing ISO from day one, tomorrow ask you to fulfill ISO, it's not possible because there's so many things you need to do. Not just deploy software, install and protect yourself. You have to document your policy. You have proof that you have done through the policy. You have logs and this and that. So that is it's create a gap for the labor force for the cybersecurity related, because we don't have enough people on that. Yeah, no matter it's about OS patching, security analysts, and or even simply those who will help you to do internal audit, to do documentation. We simply don't have enough people. So that's a problem. Yeah. And so what we can do, as we don't have suddenly get a triple on the IT budget, nothing is free. The government is just you to ask you to do the regulation, but it won't give you extra money to that, right? So we have limited resources, but we have to do much more and protect against much dangerous attack. So we start to see, okay, we should have something more unified platform to reduce the complexity. We adopt more and more automation to no matter on the detection, response, and also on the simple daily tasks on backup and patching, right? And also we have to should have one centralized platform to manage and control and monitor the user and application access. Because at the end of the day, you got all the best anti-malware or security solution in place, but you didn't manage your access very well. Then I just get your admin access and remove all your protection. You still got ransomware, right? So the access is important, but more complex nowadays because we are not simply all using Windows. That means Active Directory cannot survive in complex environment because it doesn't support it, right? You cannot use AD on your Android phone, Linux on this Mac. So we have any other solutions, yeah. And we should have more compliance-focused solutions and angle that when we design our solutions and we deploy and using it. So let's back to something more solid. So he introduced a few things that I think is interesting and do help guys when you in a journey of no matter in your security, simplify your manage operation, or even simply want to lower your budget, remove some expensive but not that useful solutions. So first of all, is that an EDR? Yeah. EDR is not as compulsory on and many compliance, but it's recommend. And the auditor will tell you, you have to install EDR. You must have a EDR. So I think from last year, no matter from Singapore or other region, we carry, we do see more and more cases on deploying EDR, but not that simple anyway. I will talk about later. And Guardz is a very interesting security posture and monitoring platform. It's not just endpoint solutions, but help you to monitor your email, your cloud drive, your access, your credential, and also others like monitor the dark web, monitor your public-facing points like your web server. So it will give you a pretty good overall secure posture for you. And last is talk about Atera, which is a RMM solutions integrate with PSA because ticketing is necessary for many compliance. So that's why I put Atera here. So let's dive in a little bit on ESET. I won't go through the endpoints or malware stuff, but I will focus on telling you how ESET can help you when you want to comply with some common compliance. So for ISO or PCI, which is most commonly adopt compliance, PCI is very strict. I will say most strict, one of the most strict compliance, because all the item is compulsory. For ISO, yes, many of them is just recommend, but you know when auditor come to you, it will simply say you have to anyway. So what can we do with ESET? Of course, every compliance will tell you should have antivirus, anti-malware, and also EDR. Yeah, so anti-malware is there. And ESET actually have a encryption solutions. First of all, we have a full disk encryption. And we also have an endpoint encryption solution to help you to encrypt your file, your USB or email. So it quite depends on your industry. Is if you send along many sensitive file a lot, then you may think about using the full disk encryption and others or file encryption solutions to encrypt before you send. Yeah, so there's a encryption part, and ESET having a 2FA solutions. So which is, I would say, is the most cost-effective MFA in the market, because we are not necessary to ask you to buy a 20K or 30K server at the very beginning and then count you by users all the time. We just build number of users. The server is free. You can install on your existing Win server of the AD or other directory as a member server. Then you can provision to the user. And we come with plugin for most of the Microsoft solutions that we can do MFA no matter on the cloud or on-prem solutions. And we come with API and SDK. So even your internal system or your proprietary website that we can integrate and provide MFA. So it is a pretty cost effective, because for example, if you just have 10 users need to do MFA, you just buy 10 from us. So it is pretty cheap compared with other solutions, because there's a initial setup cost for the server is quite expensive already. And also we support hardware token if you want, but most of the case we just use the software token from ESET, or you can use SMS, but of course you have to buy token from us. Yeah, or you can choose email to do the MFA, but not that efficient. But some cases they have to use email as a backup or others. Okay, and then for central management, of course, everyone should have, and that's essential. And we have a very good email protection. We have a Exchange part for on-prem deployment, but most of the case, we highly recommend to use our Cloud Office Security, which support our M365 and Google Workspace. So back to the story about the cloud mail. If you're using the Exchange Online, I do think you will see a lot more and more spam and phishing is there. And even you upgrade your protection from Microsoft, they claim that it's very good at protection, advanced precision threats protection and phishing, whatever. But it do improve a few percentage, but didn't do very well. So you can try to adopt ESET Cloud Office Security, which is a cloud-to-cloud integration. It will not replace your existing detection mechanism. Even if you already have a Microsoft one, we just use API to scan through your new email and then return the result to Microsoft. Either we remove the malware or quarantine the mail or remove the phishing link, whatever. So it is pretty cost effective and easy to use. Cloud mail protection. Even you are not using ESET on your endpoint, you can still think about adding a additional layer on that. Especially you find phishing and spam is very, very, very troublesome and issue on your cloud mail. It support or on an offline exchange, of course, or on-prem exchange, of course. And ESET have a vulnerability and patch management plugin already. So if you got our most updated agent installed, you just turn on the vulnerability and patch management part. Then we can access your endpoint, scanning through and telling you which vulnerability is there and what kind of patch you need to install. Yeah, and you can install using the tools. Okay. Last is patch management. Yeah, it's the same. So for ISO, all you have to do, and we have already have a solutions for you, and we are all in a single pane of glass. You can use our ESET Protect console to monitor, to manage, to deploy all those solutions. And of course, for logins, audit report, all are already there. You just click and send, then you can ready for a auditor ready report for you. Okay. Last but not least, for ESET, we have a EDR solutions. So you may not know, but I have to tell you anyway. So ESET EDR is an integrated solution with our endpoints. So most of the detection already done by endpoints. So what we do at EDR, of course, we gather all your behavior activities on your endpoint, collect them, filter them, and give you alerts and map to the multi-attack framework to telling you, okay, what kind of hacking behavior is having in on your site. Because some of the, I would say, SOC guys, MDR guys, it will come in like this. Anti-malware, antivirus is antivirus. It's not anti-hacker. So if there's a hacking activities, how antivirus can protect you? So yeah, that's true. Because for any antivirus or anti-malware, we protect you from scriptings, malware files, but we cannot protect you if the hackers using some simple legitimate tools to gain access to your system, right? Because we cannot differentiate this is hacker, this is our administrator, because they same using the administrator account. Of course, if you adopt our MFA, it can help you a little bit. But I have to tell you, all the mechanism must have some way to bypass. Okay, so EDR collect all the activities and filter out and find out those potential hacker activities. Yeah, but of course, I would say if you think about using EDR, I strongly recommend you adopt MDR solutions. We have a partner to do MDR for your customers or for you, or you can resell their solutions to your customer. So for ESET, we have a few different kind of package. But if you need to run ISO, definitely you start from Elite. For MDR versions, okay, so the ESET Protect MDR, which is a MDR service from ESET, which is not available yet in APAC, but it should be available soon in second half of this year, hopefully. Yeah, but don't worry, if you buy Elite with us and you're looking for MDR solutions, we have a partner that can help you to fulfill that part. They have a simple MDR to SOC service, so they can do very advanced. Yeah, to even they can help you to deploy and provision the SOC the SIM for you or in your site on the cloud, or use their SIM also is possible. So very interesting and possible, flexible. Okay, so this is ESET talking about the different kind of modules. Any questions? I think it's fine, right? So next is about Guardz. Guardz is very interesting solution, I have to say. It's more or less a MSP focused solutions. It's help you guys to very quickly can overview how clean or how bad of your new sign up customer, because you just put in your M365 or Google Workspace domain. It will help you discover how many users they have. Is their account even being taken over or exist on the dark web? Any open ports to the internet? Is there potential vulnerability that can be hacked available on the cloud? And also they have a phishing simulations that you can run some phishing simulation to target them and see if they click the email. Yeah, and we have a cyber awareness training that, so it fulfill quite a lot of part on when you do the compliance, and it's very simple to deploy because you just integrate with your M365 or Google Workspace, and then we could do others for you. Of course, if you want more detailed information, you may install an agent, then it will help start to collect Windows event for you. Or you want to protect users from phishing or bad links, you can adopt their browser plugin. But even you don't do any agent related deployment, you can see lots of cyber security posture from the external point of view, and also in the cloud mail point of view, cloud drive. So, and it provide many so email, cloud application, external exposure, and web browser device and endpoint ingress. So it can help you to find out those problems. And it offers a very easy to use, quick cyber risk assessment. You just put in the customer domain there. It will generate a report for you. Of course, it will not go into your server, but we can find out how is the domain, is it healthy or not, what is your external ports, is there something on the dark web, so we can quickly assess how secure of your customer, and that means how many potential business you can have on that customer. And also we offer continuous threat detection, integrate with your existing malware, anti-malware, and a simple agent on your endpoints. And we also help you to monitor your security policy, because you can set up some security policy on your M365, and will help you to monitor. It's part of the compliance also. Cloud application posture, email security, and data protection and awareness training. So that part is also you may spend a lot of money to simply buy a platform to do phishing simulation and awareness training platform. But Guardz do provide a cost-effective, AI empowered, so you can generate very target phishing email to your employees or your customer employees. I would say if you know how to play around the AI prompt, definitely you can generate a very high open weight phishing email simulation to your employees or customers. then you have many story and then to do. Yeah. So this is Guardz, which I think is very important and very easy to use and very interesting solutions that you can take a look. You just go to the website and then punch in your email, then you can start to trial. But don't forget to tell us you have trial yet. So we have registered for the on the Wednesday. Okay, next is Atera. So Atera is as I said, is an RMM and PSA tools. It offers a combined solutions for you to do RMM and the ticketing system. And it have two versions. One is for internal use called IDT. One is for MSP use called MSP, of course. So the difference is a little bit. It's not that much. It's more for MSP. Mainly we have some customer billing, contract, invoicing functionalities. For ITD, we don't have that, but in between the layer, we have a little bit more features. Like we by default for Mac, for MSP you have to have supply high level, but there's a pricing issue, so we don't talk about pricing today. But it is a very similar solution, integrate with RM and PSA, ticketing system and remote access. So how it works? It is a cloud solutions. We are using Azure because we are using Copilot, so they have to use as Microsoft platform. Then you install agent for Windows, Mac, and Linux, and that we will offering remote management, help desk and ticketing, network discovery, lots of automation, including software deployment, patching, and active monitoring. So it is a very handy tools to reduce lots of workload for all your engineers to the day-to-day work on patching, updates, monitoring, because it has and it adopts, as I said, it adopts a Copilot. So in terms of the ticketing or reply email, you can use a Copilot to help you to draft an email, to help you to summarize the tickets, even help you to do some sorts of diagnostic based on the information we collect, or based on your KB, or based on previous ticket, because AI LLM can do such kind of things for you. And also we support unlimited device because we licensed by engineers. So for example, if you only have 2 engineers, but you monitor millions of devices for 1,000 of customers, so you can install that 1 million endpoints, but paying 2 engineers license only. If you subscribe another million of endpoints, another thousands of customers, but same 2 super efficient engineers, you just to pay 2 licenses. Very, very cost effective. But don't forget, those agents, we can do what is remote access. So we come with Splashtop or AnyDesk, which already include in the license. You can do remote access there, but you not necessarily remote access a PC or server. You can run tasks, run some install software, reboot the server, reboot the service, queue a task, anything through our web portal. Not necessarily to affect your user activities, but of course you can remote if you want, and it's already come with a license. Okay, and we have lots of automations. As I said, you can patching, you can install software, maintain the software updates, and we have AI to help you generate script to more make your daily works more efficient, and we have active monitoring. So we can provide some predictive alerts, like the CPU already running high for some time, or memory running high for some time, that you may adopt some auto healing scripts, like restart some certain heavy loading services, or remove some temp file, or reboot the server, or simply create a ticket and send alert to related engineers. So it do automate not just patching or the task on the PC itself, but also your IT maintenance workflow, because we have ticketings, we have ticketing rules, we have predictive alerts, and auto healing. Okay, so very interesting solution. Also, we can help you to this. I think it's fine. So not just, so this is an automation profile page. You can do the patching, you can do the software updates and install bundle. So if we find the software is not in your PC, we can download and install for you. And also we have AI assistant ready now. So the assistant can open to your end user. So when they log into the user portal, besides they can file up a ticket or fill in a form to request a software install or buy a new hardware, whatever, they can chat with our chatbot. Not just asking how to set a printer, but you can open certain features. First of all, create a ticket, because many users hate forms. They don't want to fill in any forms, but they don't mind to spend extra 5 minutes to chat with you. Okay, I give a chatbot to you. I can ask the chatbot to open the ticket for me or fill me the form to request a software. Okay, it works. And we can open certain self-help service for the user, like install this 10 list software. So they just say, I want Adobe Reader. Then we'll automatically install the Adobe Reader for the endpoints after they chat with the chatbot. Of course, they will log, they will ticket create. What? Oops. Who calling me? Yeah. Sorry, let me cue that. Sorry, forgot the code. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, so the AI assistant can help to offer some self-serve service. Of course, those activities will be logged and as a ticket and in our system. So all the activities or tickets will be in our system. You can generate reports and logs for you. Yeah, also for those auto tasks, which patch install on which computer, which one is success, when is a fail. And you can also remotely to retrieve those reasons and you can debug whatever. So very, very easy to use and cost-effective tools. Oh, I have to say it is a superstar for new vendors. It sounds pretty quick after we carried it last year. So very, very interesting solutions. Okay, so talk about the endpoint security patching or others. Let's talk about some identity and credentials. So JumpCloud is also a very good solution. It's a cloud directory, which can help you to secure, to manage all your access and identity. You can integrate with your existing Active Directory, or you can integrate with your any other cloud directory, or you can replace it. You can simply just use JumpCloud, and it's served as an IDP to integrate your M365, your Google, your PC login, your SaaS application login, that we can integrate. So you can do a true single sign-on, no matter from your endpoint PC, Mac, Linux, Windows, mobile phone, to your cloud, to your Win server, all using the same credential. Okay, and of course, we can enforce policy on and enforce MFA, of course. And we have a conditional access policy. For example, Microsoft platform is very easy to use, but if you don't set anything, you can allow access from anywhere. So I'm in Singapore, I'm travel along where everything, but I don't think I will ever log in my platform from Africa or North Korea or Russia. So you can block those regions, or you can have time limit for people from Singapore to work on working hours. So other time shouldn't log in. You can block it, of course, or you can alerts. So it do enhance your identity security in terms of conditional access and also enhance the MFA. And with the agent, we also can do patching and software installation. So it depends you use Atera or JumpCloud. Yeah, the software is look like this, and not just that, we also have a very good integration of all your SaaS platform because we support SAML as an IDP. The old days, if you provision a new user, you have to create account in different platform manually, or you may have a script or others. But with JumpCloud, we support just in time account creation. So you just provision accounts on JumpCloud. When they try to access, for example, I don't know, Dropbox or even M365, we can create account on the fly when they first attempt to access it. So you save your time and money, not just for provision, but all can help you to automate the deprovision, because once the employee is left, you have to remove all the accounts, right? You have to do all sorts of stuff. Don't worry, JumpCloud can do to automate for you. So if you have more precise automated control and access, and centralized manage all your credentials with a single platform. But not just that, we also can support some legacy stuff. For example, I got many SaaS applications. Fine. So how about the old legacy SaaS with NAS we still use in the office? No problem. We can support LDAP. So we can still offer LDAP and Radius also. So for those application or device or firewall, you need to use Radius, you need to do LDAP, no problem. JumpCloud can offer those protocol with the same credential. So really single sign-on. That's why I say this way. So we have open directory, we have single sign-on, we have LDAP, we have Radius, and we have agent and MDM. So that's why I say mobile phone you can control, iPhone, iPad, laptop, Mac, Linux, Windows, all can use the same credential, right?
Just to ask one.
So
Okta actually can do SSOI. I see the architecture design with JumpCloud. Trying to understand the.
Okay, so you mean this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so no matter you still using AD or not, okay, so we can ask all those SaaS platform to access using JumpCloud as an identity provider. So if before you integrate, for example, you want to log into M365 or you log into Google Workspace, of course, M365 you need to do your Microsoft account, right? Google uses a Google account. But if you integrate with Google and also GCP, you can log in using JumpCloud account.
But this one, I'm trying to understand. Actually, Okta can do this part, right?
Sorry?
Okta actually can do this part. So
Okta is our perfect competitor.
correct.
We do the same thing. Yeah. So you can say we can replace Otter, but you can compare with Otter. So you can compare the function and features. Of course, there's some functions truly there's Otter already have, we don't have. But in terms of cost and it depends, do you need it or not? Yeah. But any others, most of function and features is almost the same. Yeah. Good question. Thank you. Yeah, last but not least, I want to introduce a solution that we newly carry. Maybe not really required on compliance, but yeah, you need to protect your web server in case you host your own web server, that to against the SQL injection, DDoS, cross-site scripting, whatever, or the data protection. So Wapos is a hardware or software appliance solutions over web application firewall. They're from Korea. So they have a very interesting engine. So they have their own called COCEP engine, which is a heuristic engine to do detections. Not AI actually, but this is a heuristic rule-based agent. And we do see they have a very high detection efficient solutions that can offer at a more reasonable price compared with the top vendors, but much better protection from like I don't know, maybe some cheaper vendors like for example, mostly for those a firewall having a WAF plugin, it is not strong enough, especially when you need to take care more on those more high traffic site. You definitely need a separate WAF. So we have a all-in-one tools, not just protect your website, but we can also protect API, and we can remove or detect and block some unwanted bots. And we have also a DLP engine to help you to protect files being leaked from your on-premises or your cloud server. We have a cloud version also. So summary. So those solutions I introduced, we try to have some integrated solutions, as many as automation as we have, that cover most of the required modules and activities you need to comply some ISO or others. So integrated solutions help you to reduce risks and reduce costs, and proactive to protect your environment. So that's all from today. Is you any other questions for me about the Guardz or ESET or any other cybersecurity or any other question that you think, yeah, I may bring out another solutions to help? Yeah. Sure. Give me a second. Okay, let me stop the recording.